Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today what we're going to do is we're going to test out the sublimation. So you guys know in the previous video, it wasn't this one, but these ones. We already printed these on t-shirts, right? So I had a question, which that was something I've asked too. Can these be reused? So I have seen another YouTuber do it and it came in a little bit lighter. So I thought, you know, for one, this was done, what, Monday I think, so it's been about a week. About what, 4 or 5 days ago, I guess, if you will. So it's been sitting here as well. So I want to go ahead and test it out to see, but I didn't want to waste some of the good shirts that I had. So today I went to Walmart and picked these up. So these are by the yard. I love how they're doing this. I don't know if they're doing this in at your local Walmart, but ours, now they have these hanging and they're already pre-cut for you, but you could always get some cut. So this one right here is a yard of poly cotton. So this one here is 65% poly and 35% cotton. So I wanted to try it out as well if you were going to be doing a blended shirt. And then this one right here was 100% polyester. And they were both, this one was $2 and I think this one was about $2.70. So they were pretty affordable. So what I would do is maybe grab you some of these so that way you could have it as your test pieces. So these are now going to be our test pieces when we do stuff, whether you want to test out a design to see how it's working on different fabrics. So I thought it would be great just to kind of try it on each one. So let's go ahead and get started. So this is another one that I just did the other day with another shirt. I know that I'm just now getting into the sublimation, so I'm kind of learning some stuff. I noticed when I pressed this last shirt, I'm seeing like this square around it. We seen it in my colored shirt, which I think was the image that I brought in. It had a white background, and I think that's what happened. I figured out on this one. But this one, you can see these wrinkles here where the press has kind of like pulled on this. I had my pressure way too high. So you want a very light pressure where it's just basically, it's real easy to pull that down. You can pull it back and forth. So I've changed my pressure too so we can make sure that's correct. So I just wanted to mention that now. And I did take my other shirts home, but we can compare the vibrancy of this one today when we do those test cuts. So let's do it now, the test cuts, the test prints. So let's go ahead and do the poly first. And I'm not going to cut this or anything. I'm going to keep the thing whole so I can always use it to do my tests here. So let's see how thick this is because I'm not too sure. It seems okay. I mean, it may be on a little bit on the thinner side. But we're just going to roll with it. It's 100% polyester. It's on the thinner side, but we're going to check it out. You can see the difference because you can't see through like this one right here compared to this one. You guys can hopefully see that. You can really see through that, but we're just going to try it anyways. So the thing we want to make sure is, let me switch you guys over to my other camera. One thing that I've decided to do with the top of my heat press, I've seen other YouTubers doing. So what I did was I took my Teflon sheet here and I did these magnets. So these are super strong magnets and I just got it held on. So what I did was I put the Teflon sheet on here first. I closed it so that way it was flat on it. I brought my sides up, put the magnets, and that's how I did it. So that way I can always make sure that I have my Teflon sheet, just because that's something that I'm going to have a hard time remembering to put that on to protect my platen because of my easy press. So I've already got that on there with a magnet, and I'm going to just always leave it. So we're just going to see how it works. Now, I'll have to figure out where I ordered these because I can't really remember. I'll have to go back in some of my videos or just look through my emails where I ordered. I think I got it either off of Amazon or eBay, and it came with like 3 or 6 sheets for like $5 tops. It was quite, I've had them for a while now. So let's go ahead and get started. So the thing we need to remember is to put down the parchment paper on the bottom, and then we'll put down our poly here. So we're going to start out with a polyester. And like I said, these designs have already been used, and I want to get over here on the corner here. And I'll have to hold one side because it's going to be long. The idea that my aunt had was to take this fabric, if it does work out, is to make it where I can turn it into a pillow. So that way I can use this design. So I'm probably going to move this over enough to where if it does work, I can maybe use it as a pillow. We'll see. So that I could then cut the fabric down. So anyways, I've already got the parchment paper. I've got this. Now you want to pre-press, so we're going to do what we normally would with a shirt. Whoop. I may have to cut this down eventually because this may be too long to be trying to play with this. I'd recommend cutting it down, not leaving it long. Just because it's such a big thing to mess with. It's going to be falling and stuff. So you just want to give it a press for just a little bit to take out some of that moisture and to get it real smooth. So what I'm going to do at this point is smooth that out just a little bit. I'm going to pop on the image. And like I said, we've already done this one before. We're just checking to see if you can reuse the same paper. To maybe get 2 uses out of it. So I'm going to pop on the image. And like I said, we've already done this one before. We're just checking to see if you can reuse the same paper. To maybe get 2 uses out of it. So I'm going to pop on the image. And like I said, we've already done this one before. We're just checking to see if you can reuse the same paper. To maybe get 2 uses out of it. So And I've got it at 385, and I'm going to do 60 seconds. So I've got it on there, got the parchment paper. I've got it down. Now I'm going to push it back in. And I'm going to go and drop this for 60 seconds. I'm hoping this angle is a little bit better for you guys because you can now see the machine a little bit better. When I watch this back, when I edit, if it works out, I'll leave the camera like this whenever I bring it in each time. If not, I'm probably going to try to find something to stand this camera on to get a little bit of a better angle with the heat press, because this is something we're going to be working with now a lot on the channel. Now that doesn't mean I will still be using the easy press for the people that have the easy press, as well as I do love it and I'll be using it for my own projects, but now we'll have the heat press to incorporate as well. So I did talk to Heat Press Nation today, and these will be the same as the 15 by 15. These are going to be in the first week of December. So, and they did say that you can pre-order. So if you do want to pre-order now, to make sure that you do put your name on one, you can pre-order. They recommended at least doing it maybe a week before. They think there's going to be plenty enough for everyone, but just to make sure you do it a week before Christmas. All right, so that's what I'm going to do on that 15 by 15. So I'm going to go ahead and peel this off. We're going to pull it out and we're going to see if it worked. So we're just going to pop that up, and it did. So I'm quite impressed. So for you guys that wonder if you can reuse these, I'm really shocked. So you can. Look how vibrant that came out. So that's not bad at all. So let's go bring it over here and kind of review next to the other one. I won't be able to do it with the others. Let me bring it back over here. I won't be able to do it with the other ones. Let me bring my mic back. I won't be able to compare it with the other designs just because, like I said, I've already taken those shirts home. But I want to show you really quick how well this came out. So yes, you can reuse these. So there we go. There's the one that we just did. And then the shirt that I put it on, just so you can see. And this is 100% polyester. Here's the one that I did it on, so you can see it just comes in a little bit more vintage. I really love it. This is not yellow behind it, by the way. This is just because of the table underneath. You can see my hand here. So there's no yellowing or anything like that. That's just because of how thin this fabric is. Now you could re-put this on a t-shirt. The point of this is just so it's a scrap, so I'm not wasting t-shirts, because if this didn't work, I'd have wasted a t-shirt. I've ordered a bunch of t-shirts online, so we'll have a bunch more here pretty soon. So I'll zoom y'all in so maybe y'all can see a little bit better. So here's the one we did today. Here's the one I did the other day. Kind of maybe spread those out so you can see it, just more of like a vintage look. Not too bad. I really like that. Let's press the same image one more time just to see if we could do it a third time. I'm quite impressed, y'all. All right, and like I said, I could use that on a pillow. I can now turn that into a pillow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this down a little bit further just to give me a little bit of space in case I decide I am gonna use that for a pillow. So I'm just scooting it down a little bit here, just like that, and we're going to try to now press this for a third time. So I'm going to push it in and give it a pre-press. Hopefully this is going to stay still, because like I said, this is kind of long. I definitely wouldn't recommend keeping the fabric all on one long sheet. So just doing a quick pre-press, popping that up. I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to try to leave it so I'm not moving that a little bit. So once again, we're taking that same image here. We're going to pop it, and you can see what it looks like so far. Just got a little bit lighter. Let's try it for a third time. And we're going to pop this back on. Just like that. And I think, straighten that out just a little bit more. Just trying to make sure everybody's on the platen underneath. And close it for 60 seconds. Now, I'm probably going to go ahead and put this in fast forward motion so you guys aren't always just sitting here for 60 seconds. All right, we're done. We're going to take it out of here and let's see what happens. I'm going to carefully pull this out, and I'm going to go ahead and peel it back. And it did. So it just came in just a little bit lighter again. So I'm going to bring it over here so we can do a comparison real quick. All right, so first shirt that I did the other day, so I'm going to scoot it over as far as I can in the camera view here. First shirt, that's the first image. All right, and let's go ahead and do, kind of worked out perfect the way it's going to line up here. So this is all 100% polyester, except for this one's actually 90 and then 10% spandex, I believe. So first image, second image, third image. It's going to come in again, but it's going to come in way lighter. So that's a way more washed out vintagey look if you're into that. I do love stuff like that, so it don't bother me. So 3 different times so far we've got that out of it. So let me go ahead and zoom y'all in so y'all can see a little bit better as we go through these. So first one, second one, so you can see how much that one is, and then the third one here. So this is what we've got out of the third one. So there it is. I'm really impressed, guys. I'm really impressed. Okay, so the next test that we're going to do, we're going to have to take another image because we want to start like we did from the beginning. So this time we're going to try it if you were going to do it on a blended shirt. So this one's 65 cotton polyester, 50% or for whatever it was. Hold on, guys. Where'd it go? This one. This one is 65% poly, 35% cotton. So this was if you're going to be doing a blended. So let's try. Now this one I did not do on the other day. This was one I did for my aunt. Let's try. Let's see. We're going to either do the truck, the cows, or this cow. I think I want to try this cow. In case I do like it, I'll turn this into a pillow as well. So I'm going to try this one on here and see what happens. So let's go ahead and switch over. We're going to go ahead and get our parchment paper down. Always make sure you didn't get any ink on them before you reuse them. You don't want to mess nothing up. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this fabric on here. We're going to get that on there, just enough space in case I do this for a pillow. And then this one is going to go on here just like this. Or let me pre-press. Sorry, guys. So we're going to go ahead and pre-press this. I'm trying to make sure my fabric's up here. Like I said, I would not leave this long. If you're going to use them for pillows, definitely cut your pillow down. So let's go ahead and pre-press this to get out those lines and any type of moisture. All right, that should be good. All right, we're going to back it up just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to put that cow on there. So remember, this is after it was already done one time. I can't compare to the shirt, like I said, because I already took it home. I'll try to insert an image here. Or whenever we get over to the thing, I'll try to insert an image. So I'm going to bring that down for, oop, almost messed that up. Make sure that you get down your parchment paper, and once again, make sure there's no inks. You don't want it to get on your Teflon sheet, because if it does, it's going to ruin it and you'd have to just get a new one. All right, 60 seconds. I'll fast forward this. All right, I'm going to pop it open. Let's see what happened. So I'm going to pull this off. Carefully pull this out, and we're going to peel this off. And this is the blended. So if you were going to be doing a blended, this is what it's going to be like. Now on this one, I did get a little bit of yellowing around it. I went the full 60 seconds. You can do 45. So I'm thinking with the cotton, this blend here, I'd probably drop it down to that 45. Just a tip for me on that one. But look how good that looks. I think that looks amazing, and that's going to be a super cute pillow. So I'm definitely going to turn this into a pillow. So let's go ahead and try it for a third time and just see what happens. I'm not going to take you over to the other camera because there's no point, because there's not going to be a shirt to compare it to. I'm going to go ahead and pop this back up here one more time. I'm just leaving enough space so when I cut this down, which I will do a video on, I want to make sure there's enough space for me to cut for my pillow. So I'm going to go ahead and get my fabric up here so it's not going to mess up. Carefully push this in so I don't move. And I'm going to go ahead and pre-press. And then we'll do it again. So this is what it looks like after the second time. Still looks pretty good. And like I said, I'm pretty impressed that we can reuse these. But this one definitely got a little bit of yellowing. Oh, I don't need to pre-press that long, so I've probably already yellowed it before I even started. So this time I'm going to try to drop my time down to 45 seconds and see if that does help. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on. Whoop. Yes. I'm going to put this on here. I'm going to go ahead and get my parchment paper down. All right, and then I'm going to change my time seconds, and I hope that's enough time to really process those inks. But like I said, it did give me a yellowing, so we're going to see if it does this time. All right, pop that up, and we're going to pull this off. We're going to carefully pull this out, and now we're going to go ahead and pop it off and see what happened. So it looks cute again. So this is what the paper looks like for the third time. And this is what we got. So I think it looks good. It definitely came in way lighter, but I think it would still make a really cute pillow. But I definitely think the second image came in just as good as the first. So I don't think this is bad at all. I love the washed out look too. But so far, like I said, 3 times. I don't know what the 4th time's going to look like, but I don't think that I would be as happy as just leaving it alone probably at this point. But I will say I did not get the yellowing around when I dropped my time to the 45. But it still kind of makes me wonder if I would have left it for the 60 seconds, if it would have gave me maybe a little bit more of a better image, but I kind of doubt it. But it would have gave me the yellowing again. All right, so I'm going to bring you guys back down here. So this is what we've done today. And once again, this is pretty see-through, so it's kind of, you're going to maybe see it looks a little bit darker under here. But anyway, so there is the poly blend. And then these may be a little bit sideways for you to see, but at least they're on here. So I'm going to scoot this over so you guys can see everything. And then here is the ones that we did on the polyester. So whether you're doing a poly blend shirt or whether you're doing a 100% polyester, it's going to work either way. So can you reuse these? Yes. And so far each image that we use is 3 times. Once on the shirt, twice on here. And this would be great to reuse those for pillows. Like I said, you could sell those in your shop, sell them at the craft fairs instead of throwing that paper away and wasting it. This fabric cost me $2 and I could probably get, let's see, 1, 2, let's say I got 3 pillows out of this. So, and then same with the polyester, say I got about, you know, 4 or 5 pillows because it's a little bit bigger. So something to do with those, or put them on a shirt. I would definitely put that on a shirt and I would be happy with that. So same thing with this one. I think it's super cute. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.